tarukan.
Kami kembali, lebih kuat dari sebelumnya. Indonesia punya banyak tim, tapi kita bisa bersatu. Coba ragu sama kami kalau berani.
Tim kami telah kembali pula. Kandang ini milik kita. Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, kami akan menunjukkan kemampuan terbaik yang dimiliki Indonesia.
The knockout stage. Day 1. The atmosphere is festive, the energy electric. The arena has transformed into a fortress. The siege on Jakarta begins. In the women's series, Malaysia's AG Global continues their undefeated streak, knocking down Code Unknown Zara.
Solid 8 minutes, they will take game number 2 in a hurry.
But as Malaysia stands strong, the tri-national showdown stoked a growing fire in home ground defenders. As they successfully defended against the combined Filipino and Malaysia attack, it is a flame burning ever brighter.
Kasih paham gak sih?
Setting the stage to withstand any international challenger. The war for survival begins.
Good luck, selamat maju jaya untuk Nova dan juga tim HYVE.
Semangat buat tim Indonesia, Kak Gendra, Dominator, dan juga Bigatron. Semoga hasil yang terbaik.
Blacklist and boom! We are Philippines! Win, win, win!
The fortress bore witness to a cosmic phenomenon.
Our chances facing Noah is like a van facing a sports car, but in the end of the day, it's about the driver. So who knows?
A supernova eclipsing every foe, as Team Hawk struggled to escape its event horizon.
The driver is not Max Verstappen. Thank you everyone for supporting us.
Becoming the first team to be eliminated. And as Kagendra stepped up as the first defenders, they found themselves outmatched.
And it looks like Kagendra will take game number 4.
And though it seemed like El Manuk was ready to stage a comeback, Blacklist signature teamwork and disciplined play was too much to overcome.
For Dominator and Bigatron, still have chance to take the trophy from Malaysia.
We'll prove them once again that we're the best region.
Can Indonesia stay their ground, or have the gates been opened?
Hello, my friends. It is time for the second day of knockouts. We are here at the Honor of Kings Invitationals season number 4. And with me today, it's going to be Holler. And how do you feel about this first game, first series of the day?
Actually, I feel like both of these teams have a really good chance here. I think that this is going to be one of the more competitive ones, especially since you're looking at the other end, who's already
I don't know
winning
where
the
to
grand
place myself.
finals. AG
What the hell?
Global is already there, and they're looking nigh unstoppable.
Leaky, leaky.
Also very good. But
My
I think
God.
this series is going to be way more competitive.
Yeah, so if you feel
Finally,
like one Bigatron is
a
not
stream.
enough, today we have 2 for you. So the first one is in our women's series here, Bigatron by Vitality. They'll be going up against HYVE. And then after which we will have our second
Is the stream volume okay?
Vitality going up against Boom. But
'Cause
it's
I
later
don't
on
know.
today. Now,
Is
we've
it too
already seen
soft, too
the
loud?
best
Am I
of
louder than
yesterday
everyone?
between,
Ano ba?
um,
Jonah, help.
the
AG
Zara-
Global.
Yes,
Code
what?
Unknown.
What does yes mean?
Yeah,
And
okay.
so
Code
that
Unknown
was
Zara.
AG Global just looked too good, man. They look way too strong at this point. And of course, this is the prize pools that they'll be fighting for, 110 million IDR. And the champion is going to be going home with 8,300,000. Second place, 4,150,000. Third place is 2,500,000 IDR. So of course, you will be well rewarded.
What do you mean
especially
by
since we're looking
yes?
at, you know, all
Yes,
of these teams
what?
right
The
now are
volume is
vying for
okay.
these final
The
slots here.
volume is loud.
Yes, and it's not just
what?
about the grand prize,
Yes.
it's also about
Yes,
recognition as well.
what?
Like, you want to be the queen in this series. And right now, they are one step
They got a
away.
strong.
If they win this series of a best of 3 tomorrow, they'll be going, I believe, for the grand final, something like that.
Yeah, and of course, that's going to be the one that they're waiting for. I mean, yes, Code Unknown Azaro will be sticking around to see exactly who they will be playing. The loser one of this matchup, as you rightly mentioned, it's going to be Bigatron versus HYVE. this is going to be an interesting one, considering the fact that it's a best of 3. We know that both of these squads, I mean, Bigatron has been undefeated going into it, but can they take down HYVE and make themselves into that grand finals, go up against AG Global?
I mean, they have to, right? The goal set by both teams actually was that they feel like AG is the strongest team. I think that point was proven yesterday. So today it's about who gets a chance to really take them on and maybe even take them out in the grand finals. But one step at a time, HYVE versus Bigatron by Vitality. We have to take a look at the lineup later on. I'm not sure what the style of play is going to be, but I'm going to be sure that it's going to be really exciting as well.
Yeah, actually, that was the most impressive thing, even watching AG Global yesterday, because the way that they move across the map, they ensure that they win the early game, have great laning, turn it into a huge, sizable advantage, and they were shutting them down in sub 8 minutes in one of those games. So this is, again, the teams have gotten a lot better. Everybody's kind of improving, but also getting to the point where it's, you know, nigh unstoppable for some of these squads. And then
enough yapping, let's go.
Had the Siang effect. He was the coach, which was helping out in the draft.
Yeah, I was kind of tickled by that. Like, looking at him, it's like, okay, wait, why is he there? And suddenly he donned that, you know, the jacket, and he's like, oh, he's a coach, okay. And then, yeah, he came out with one of the most destructive drafts ever, and AG just took them to town on the series
That's
yesterday.
our speedster.
So I'm curious to see if we will have the same effect for either of these teams for Bigatron by Vitality, or is it going to be HYVE?
Yeah, and
there goes our Lucario.
I mean, Indonesia squad in the Bigatron by Vitality, they're going to be going up against the Filipino squad of HYVE. They're going to be the all-stars there. So there's a lot of pressure going into this one,
especially
prep
myself for today.
It's all about the Tri-Nations class.
Dunkin'
I mean, we have
Donuts
Malaysia, Indonesia, and Philippines. That's going to be coming up in that next series. But also in this women's series, those are the final 3 teams left. From Malaysia, AG Global, then you're talking about Bigatron by Vitality from Indonesia and HYVE from the Philippines. But let's send it over the host now.
The arena echoes with ancient spirit. The fearless strength of Anoman.
Is it the love series of Duncan? Half of it, yeah.
Another Dre brought to the final contenders.
Their heart shaped. I'm upset. Their heart shaped.
Rises towards victory.
Salamat datang dan jumpa denganku Mara Aquino.
Dan aku juga Rookie Cast. This
Mara.
is the
She kind of messed that up.
Season 4
knockout stage.
It's our game.
Now today we'll be starting the day with the second semi-finals match, and we'll determine who will get the last spot towards the finals.
Let us welcome now the teams that are fighting today.
Oh my god, it's the walk-in, it's the walk-in. You can see the front team working. Is it that wow? Where is that girl? Take it to the runway. Runway.
Let us now welcome the first team, jagoan dari Indonesia, Bigatron by Vitality.
What? They just mentioned Vitality. Sa harap talaga si Rogue. Take it to the runway. Where's the scissor that walk, girl?
For our second team, from the Philippines, HYVE All-Star!
At least hindi siya nakatipos, okay?
Like, all right, let's take a look at Bigatron by Vitality, represented by Vira, Kitty QT.
Imagine she comes in nakatipos siya.
Now these 5 ladies will try to put their best against
she only waved
in this
bro, she be tense. Why you're tense, girl?
Or they will meet AG in the grand finals.
Yeah, and actually Bigatron in Group 3, they were undefeated. They went 3-0 against everyone else, and in the quarterfinals come playoffs, they 2-0'd HL All-Stars. They made themselves into the
Guys,
semifinals,
you know,
but they have an
next time
unblemished
we will
record.
go
This
back
is looking to be a
to her
very formidable
condo,
lineup.
we're gonna
But their
teach her how
opponents,
to
it will
walk
be
the
none
walk.
other than
Yeah,
HYVE
girl
All-Star,
sissy. Oh my god, nasa
Koki,
gitna pa si
Rogue,
Pading.
Gia, and of course, Joy 7. This is a squad that's from the Philippines. They've had a couple
Grabe.
of losses, but nonetheless, this is still a squad
Like,
that's actually showing up
she's the
right here because,
biggest
again,
image out
it's
of
all
everyone
about
else.
being able to compete with Bigatron by Vitality.
Like, not to
Actually,
laugh
that's
or
quite
anything,
scary,
I am
right? You
supporting
have
Rogue
two
in
ends
so
of the
many
spectrum.
ways.
So you have a team that
I
is
just find it
unbeatable
really
in
cute.
stats,
Like, oh my
and then
god,
you have a team
kaibigan
that has
natin nandiyan.
definitely learned from all of the lessons they've
Let's
been
go,
dealt with
Rogie!
in their journey to this spot in the semi-finals. So it really comes down to who really makes lesser mistakes.
Speedster
in this
namin
best of
yan.
three.
My gosh.
Yeah, but
Our
Koki
Lucario
versus
as
Koki,
well,
that
our
Indonesia, 'cause
all-rounder.
They've got that home court. Like Bigatron by Vitality will have an edge over HYVE.
Sasabihin na naman
I
ni
think
Rogue,
this
ano
one
eh.
really comes down to
Happy
depth,
pilda naman
right?
siya.
I think regardless of whether you are in a home ground or
Grabe.
not, it really
Nag-chalk
comes
siya.
down to,
Magbabouldering
okay,
siya,
can you
guys.
steal your nerves, can you keep
Magbabouldering
composed?
siya dyan.
Because if you can, then it really doesn't matter where you're at. Then maybe it's an added advantage being in front of your home fans.
Yeah, I would
My
think that the
God.
home fans
I just
would
want
definitely
it to
be
start
cheering
so I know
for
where
you
to
a
place
little bit
myself.
more, but at the same
I
time,
know
you
where
can
to place
play
myself.
a little bit of the spoiler in the
Oh
sense
my
that you can be very disruptive, really take the fight to them, and then
Si Jonah
make them
napapansin yung mga
uncomfortable
tall
on their
girls
home
eh. Like,
ground.
oh my
How
god,
much
she
of a
tall. Girl, what are
showing
you
would that
doing?
be if HYVE was able
Mag-pick
to
siya.
pull that one off here?
Exactly. It really can go any way, right?
My
because
God, wait,
the
sorry,
pressure
guys, my
definitely
mouse
gets
in
to
the way.
home team. Imagine if you're playing in front of your home fans and you're not performing
My
as well.
God.
It definitely will get into your head. So that's the game.
The
plan,
gang's
at least
here. Oh my
one
god,
part
this
of
is
it
enough.
for
I'm
HYVE.
happy that the gang's
All-Stars.
here.
For Bigatron
We're here
by
to support our
Vitality,
baby
it's really
girl.
about making sure that they keep calm, play the draft, go to their strengths. That's the whole onus of winning the entire series.
Yeah, it's gonna
Hi,
be
Coffee.
very
Whoa.
interesting to see exactly how they draft, who's going to get a little bit of an edge. Because again, both of these squads have done very well, even to get to this point. I mean, they're looking at top 4, top 3, potentially. This is where all the money is at, plus all the
She
fame.
made it
Plus,
so
we're gonna
far.
have
I'm so
way
proud
more
of
in terms
this kid.
the
Oh my
winning
god.
series coming at you. So
Kid,
this is a
anak
great
yun.
opportunity to really plant your flag into the ground, so to speak.
Yes, this is actually super lovely, right? Number one, we get the ladies have the ball rolling.
Tawang-tawa
That's the
na,
first thing
pero
of the
mamaya,
day.
I'm so tense
Secondly,
already.
this is
I'm
definitely,
kinakabahan.
possible to
Okay,
build
this is
into
just me
something
letting out of the
even
jitters,
bigger.
you know?
So, ladies,
I am
if you are looking at this,
kinakabahan,
you could be on
honestly,
stage as well.
for
All you have to
myself.
do is get better, or maybe just form a team. You are maybe strong enough already.
Yeah, I like it how you're just like, oh yeah, if you want to play, you just got to get better. I'm like,
Nice.
well, yeah, that's
Yeah,
for me,
let's
but not for those
go.
other people who are actually good at this game, right? I mean, I took that one to heart, but again, I think that this
Kaya
is a
bumili ako
great
ng donuts eh,
opportunity. I think that
kinakabahan
we
ako.
started with 48 teams from 7 different countries. It has been a barn burner in terms of just the competition of getting yourself here. It is a high-level play, and yes, it might be a little intimidating.
Man, I wish they
but
were
the
just
grassroots start
plain.
here. This is that
Like,
opportunity
why
to
are they
grow, to
filled
get that
donuts,
experience,
man?
and to play on the big stage.
It is. It definitely is. And you know
I
what?
have
A lot of
apples.
people
Oh my
might
god,
doubt about
I
that
wish I
now,
had apples.
but
I'd rather go with
there's so
apples,
many
man.
community tournaments. There's even like open series where anyone and everyone can qualify from that particular spot into the pro leagues. And as we explore that kind of route in the professional journey, I think we started 2026 talking about, hey, you know what? Maybe it is your year. And I believe many teams across the world have taken up that mantle. They have tried for that professional journey. Right now, you're seeing
My
two
God, guys.
of the biggest teams within their own region battling it out.
I really
in this
want them
best
to
of
go
3.
to
Looks like HYVE
finals.
All-Stars will be on the blue side, so they can
Biggest
try, okay,
support all the way from the
Yeah,
Philippines.
they're going to
Let's
start
go.
with that. I mean, Bigatron on the other end, they're other red, so they're going to be looking more for
Let's
the counter
chant
picks, which
together,
could be
guys.
very interesting
Anak
come
na
draft.
namin
We know just
action
how
karat.
powerful you can just having that right moment, the right counter into the draft can give you that edge, which is going to be key. But the craziest part about all of this
The
is the fact that
thumbnail
we're
is
seeing
giving,
Bigatron by
bro.
Vitality essentially playing twice today. And I don't want to be like the spoiler. I mean, it'd be amazing if both of them moved on, because especially since they've got the home.
They're not using their
Buffalo
own
Mass.
devices, right?
What
I
happens
assume
if
they're
we're
not
looking
using
from
their
the negative
devices
side of
because if they are,
potentially
grab it and no
two,
tips,
both of
and
these
she'd be like,
Bigatrons
"Oh my God, guys,
getting
shut
outed
up."
today, that is definitely on the cards, right?
That does not even enter my consciousness. But for now, okay, for our Filipino fans here, I need you to answer a question for me. I believe the coach that's drafting for HYVE All-Stars now is one of our ex-pros. That's Fleur, right? If you guys know him, if that's the correct answer, please let us know in the comments as well. But for
I
now,
also
HYVE
don't know.
All-Stars, they're gonna start off strong.
I don't know.
Early game centric. This is gonna be the pay. The Tigers taking the lead.
I love it. I love it. And this is kind of where it's just like, let's just
Nicky
dictate
Bob.
pace, right? Because in a best of 3, everything is so key. You have to win game 1, put the pressure on. And that's the biggest part, where you're taking an advantageous pick like the Tigress here to give yourself that bit of an edge. But Bigatron,
Like, I'm not
by Vitality,
familiar
are like,
with the
hey, we want to go
characters
early.
that
We have
did,
crowd
but
control galore.
yeah.
Yes, and this one then sets into the second stage, which is, okay, for Bigatron, right? How do you play this game? Do you want to match early game for early game, or do you want to try and fend off and hold on to the mid and late game as a jungler? And that definitely will be answered here in the next few seconds here. Because HYVE All-Stars, they're going with the stock standard combination, the Tigress, as well as the Spark Maze. Pay Byron, we know how dangerous this composition is.
By the end of this, regardless win or lose, we are all playing Honor of Kings.
The counter picks are on point. I mean, yeah, you had the Pay Byron. You're thinking, they're going to be Gucci. But now we're looking at the Neza here to kind of get in. I mean, yeah, you've got the shields and all that, but the negation from the Neza is going to be quite good. Plus, again, the crowd control from the Zhang Fei and the Mayan to further crowd control. I mean, they're lacking a little bit of damage on this side, but the draft thus far has been paying off quite well.
It's kind of crazy because I think for the Wild Spark here on the Neza, actually with the pick on the channel,
The
when
layout,
the wolves are
yeah.
summoned, you actually
It's
enable
I agree,
the
it's very
shield
Galinda.
value for Wild Spark.
Let
Right?
us
When he
be
uses his second skill, the
glad.
bind,
Charat.
it generates a small amount of shield that blocks true damage. So
I mean,
he's
it
gonna be quite
represents
tanky, or
women,
she's gonna
naman.
be quite tanky.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna have a
Esmeralda,
bit
that's
of issue, but they're gonna pick
Esmeralda,
the
right?
Loom. This is kind of funny because sometimes you
What
pick the
are her
channel into the Loom so that you
skills?
can use the
'Cause
wolves
I
to be a little
know I
disruptive.
play.
But they're gonna go with this the Loom here because they're gonna play a little bit more,
Look, it's
with their
Galinda.
comfort hero on this one. So I think that this is gonna be a
exited
good
the
farm laner
thing.
for Bigatron.
I think they can afford the Loom in the lane, right? Because there is going to be the beast, the Zhang Fei with the shields as well. This is going to be added value. Now, in the mid lane, they actually
Lapu.
put the Yuhuan there. I thought the Yuhuan would be a roam, but she's going to the mid, and we have the national hero here, Reefheart Datu, Lapu going into the roam. So this is going to be an honest fight in the farm lane.
It's gonna be, I mean, a nice little counter pick there. You have the sustain from the Yuan, plus you've got the Lapu, the national hero, to just kind of
Same. I actually want another phone as well, just for gaming, solely for gaming. Like, that's about it.
Now Euphoria gets the Silk Weaver, the Shi. This is gonna be potentially team fight winning if she's able to get the right pulls here.
Nag-online sa Hawk, tapos ginaro si Rogue sa Hawk.
Euphoria needs to
Charot.
land those catches with the silken print, right? She needs to have that accuracy. If she's able to pull the
Oh
correct
my
targets
God.
from HYVE
MOBA
All-Stars, they're gonna find a
gaming
lot of
is-
success with the ganks. Or
I mean, not
it's
MOBA,
instantly maybe
but
a
like
3v1,
mobile.
4v1, maybe even a 5v1. And then once the dust settles, HYVE will be in a 4v5 situation.
Yeah, if they're able to get that, I mean, advantage, they're going to have a great time.
God.
So for me
Can't
on this one,
see.
the Bigatron, if we're looking at this lineup,
I'm gonna
obviously
go full
all
screen.
eyes on Frida, the Wild Spark, Neza. Is she able to be disruptive, get to the back line, and really just kind of keep on pace with the pay so that she's, not falling behind? I think that this is where a lot of the eyes will be in terms of how this game will go out.
I think, you know what? The early game, it's all about the pay for the side of HYVE, right? If Bigatron can survive this initial, 5-6 minute aggression.
Oh, they're all
from the
using the
side of HYVE
sponsored
All-Stars,
phones. Okay, that's a
there is
good thing,
chance to turn
right?
this game around. But based
At
on
least
what
you
we've
won't
seen
see
so
our
far
no
across
tips.
all professional
I
gameplay,
swear.
this should be a pay game, at least for the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's definitely going to have that advantage. I mean, if you've ever been watching any of like the high level play of a pay, you know just what sort of advantage you get. That early game is definitely going to be tough for them to kind of deal with. Bigatron need to respond in kind and just make sure that they don't fall off. Keep it close more than anything else.
Yes, keeping it close is definitely very important. We have seen how teams can take a 1,000 goal lead,
Oh my
snowball
God,
it into
I
5,
think I'm
6,
gonna
maybe
hurl.
even
Why
8,
am I
sometimes
gonna
10,000 in the space of a couple of minutes. So let's see if this is going to be the same case for either of these teams here. Once again, welcome into our Honor of Kings Invitational Season 4. This is our first series of the day for Women's Series semi-finals. HYVE All-Stars going up against Bigatron by Vitality, the ladies team.
Yeah, and it's going to be with a best of 3. We're going to start off very much high-tempo, competitive game.
Oh my god.
Setting it up for Rogue.
There
to
goes our
really
baby
get
Bruce
going.
Lee, bro.
She's also got the Bruce Lee skin, which I'm a huge fan of. She's already doing many things correct.
Grab is flexing that skin. I'm not gonna.
And we'll see. Okay, right now the Wata isn't really working out. It is going to be a small catch for Euphoria, but this is that aggression we're talking about. Has Rogue gone a little too far?
She's got
No,
help.
she went a little too far, but she
there as
got
well.
people behind her, yo.
Kind of back off. And now they're gonna look to take the Crimson Golem away.
They're just
HYVE
stealing the
making some
frickin'
seriously good plays and making it uncomfortable. She takes that
Okay,
one for good
okay.
Yeah, but Rita, like the
Oh,
response
shit.
from her as well, right? Immediately goes for the trade. Tusk Boris
Oh,
should be secured.
hell,
Right
the
now,
cavalry's
question
here,
is,
bro.
Can she get this Crimson Golem? No, actually, they don't even get the Tusk Boris here.
And now they're looking to steal for this one. Bebek is getting a little bit low, needs to be careful, has those shields, but
It's
the
so
Crimson
early
Golem
game
is
and
looking
they're
to be
just
taken away as well. And
fighting, they're just
turning their
clashing.
base.
I'm so
And
like,
this is
whoa,
exactly
what?
what we
Oh
wanted
my
to
god!
see, where now
Is
Brita
this gonna be a first
Ghana
blood?
needs to
First
be a little
blood.
careful, but here
Let's
comes
go,
the pounce on
Rogi.
forward.
Hey,
Rogue trying to get the
oh my
play, gets first blood, gets a secondary one, pounces for the third, but it's under the tower, needs to be careful. Looking to go for Frida, and the last shot, Posse takes him down.
That was beautiful,
Beautiful
bro.
start from the side of HYVE.
Nah, I
All-Stars.
agree,
This is exactly
beautiful
what they need
start,
to
man.
do.
That was
Rogue,
insane.
very nice timing as well. And the defense coming in from Gia, Joy, as well as Posty, the three of them.
Syempre,
This
nice
is the mark
timing,
of a
baby
strong
girl
team,
namin yan.
but
Oh my god.
Gia has to commit the flash at this
Panay
point.
training.
Not yet 2 minutes, so it's not the most damaging. BTR though.
Panay
they need to
training sa
recover.
Valorant.
I mean, just look at the way that they're playing. I mean, the flash away just barely enough to keep her alive. Gia, that is.
Right?
But
Strong
Euphoria with a
start.
nice
Agree,
silk imprint,
agree.
really setting the tone, at least in that mid
Let's put
lane.
my face somewhere
Now,
else.
Bigatron, they
My
need to
god.
find a way to come back.
Can finally
I mean,
put
giving up
it
those 3
somewhere. Where do we
kills
put
early,
it? We
Not
put
a
it
great
here.
start, especially
Oh,
when you're going up
yes.
against a Rogue Pay.
Yes, and the biggest difficulty for them is the takedowns were onto Rita and Bebek, right? Both of which
I
are
put
very
myself
important
down. I
roles
don't know.
in this particular game. So the farm lane and the jungle need to have their farm accelerated. Right now, it is going to be dwindled, slowed down. So
Lower
HYVE
left?
All-Stars,
Okay, okay.
They know what the play is.
Put
It's
lower
just
left.
put more aggression.
Make
put
myself
more
smaller,
pressure.
maybe. Bam.
And
Bam.
looking
Bam.
Through that kill, Posty actually has both of the buffs, so he must be feeling very strong right now. Posty's going to be enjoying
good.
the fact that she's got them. But
think
now
we're good.
HYVE, on the other hand, this is where the turnaround happens, right? They're continuing to funnel
The
farm
other
into
left?
Rogue,
What do you
making some good
mean?
Plays and utilizing them.
The right
But
side? Is that what you're
also
saying?
Making it difficult, because now Bigatron on
Jonah.
the defensive, I don't really know if you can invade
We're
him.
missing the game.
But I really like this gameplay from Rogue, right? She is keeping the same kind of mindset for all pay players, right? As
No,
a
no,
player,
I'm
you
keeping it on
keep
this side
farming. There
because, you
is
know, we're
no
supposed to be on
stop
the side of HYVE, right?
for this Tigress.
At least
right
we're
now,
on the
Bigatron,
HYVE side.
Unless they can slow the farm down somewhere else on the map, it's not going to look good for this first
I'm
4
not
minute
blocking them. I am with them.
Kind of tough at this point, right? I mean, this net worth lead is about 2K. That's not exactly where you want to be. So this is a
Kunwari
very
partner na ako ng HYVE.
defensive
Ganun.
situation for Bigatron, as they now need to somehow hold the line in terms of these towers, as well as the Tyrant, which is up in about 15.
15 seconds is plenty of time, right, to really reset, get the prior position around the Tyrant pit.
Super
At this point, HYVE All-Stars, they're going to play this calm, right? The ladies, they need to play this safe because they can't afford to throw away this lead they have fought so hard for.
They're clashing again.
I
Oh my
think that you're kind of
god.
seeing just how HYVE are playing around the fact that they do have that lead. They're going to
Ooh.
be aggressive. They're
They're
just getting
aggressive.
tougher
They're
to get even close to
getting-
the umbrella outburst. They find it, and it looks like they go right on.
Oh,
top
they
of
got
Rogue.
that-
They're trying
what
to focus
the
it down, but
fuck?
Rogue is
What the
already taking the
Rogue? What
steal,
the-
and now it looks like the rest of them, the Raging Sea
Yo,
onto the
that was
Humble.
big.
Here we go. The
Big.
Storm
Oh
Strike
my
is
god.
on point. Wanna is going to look to do some damage, but the Infinite Fastest
Oh,
is gonna look for
they
Wanna.
have to
Wanna is
win
a little
this
bit low.
game.
Rogue is
I
picking
want
up
to
on
see them
Rita,
up
and I
against
think that they're
AG,
gonna be
man.
disengaging. They're going to be very happy with that team fight.
Beautiful team play from the side of HYVE All-Stars. In fact, they might want to go for more here.
Rogi Arbor jersey.
That's a wrong side, and she will pay for her sins. Bebek gets that kill, but the Azure Golem is actually going to be taken away.
Oh no, our baby girl's done.
With that
Oh,
smite,
nice catch.
ensures that they get it. Nice silk imprint, and they look like they gotten it.
They're
but
still
Bebek is
alive.
gonna
They're
be
still
killed.
alive.
Gia is somehow still alive, and here comes the Skyfall soaring in, gets the pick up on a joint 7, and now one is here with that Storm Strike. The fights are never
It's okay.
ending. No, they will eventually
It's
end
okay.
now.
It's okay, guys.
But they did cut that goal lead So Bigatron by Vitality, very nice recovery here. This jump by the side of Rita, definitely worth it to get
Actually, the phone that they're using right now is the phone that I actually want to buy. Because it's an Infinix phone, I believe.
But Bigatron, they need a little bit more.
It's a
right
GT
now, it's all
phone.
about Rita. Can Rita amplify her farm, and who is going to help her with that particular aspect of the win condition?
Yeah, I think that it's going to be a bit of a problem. I mean, she definitely needs support to ensure that
They have a
get those
main.
kills. But one thing about HYVE is that this net worth lead has actually dwindled.
Oh my
a
god,
bit.
oh my god, oh my
Yes, they're in
god.
their advantage. But this is a situation where you're like, hey, you had a lead. Do we really need to be looking at
Whoa,
here comes
that's
the
big.
Skyfall
What's
yet again.
happening?
Nice the umbrella outburst. The Raging Sea countering that one, but Posty's up in front. Looks like she will eventually get killed
my
on this one.
god.
And she does go down, but now Vera
Rogi
gets the roll
down.
back. She is low as well. The nice little storm strike. They
Oh,
find
that
Jeffrey
is so
to return from
tanky.
HYVE. And with that infinite fastness, it
Oh,
looks like
kaya
Vera
niya
is
yan.
gonna get
Oh,
out
guys,
back.
go,
Fury
let's go, let's
Nikki
go.
is gonna get sniped out, and they get Frida as well. And both of these squads are looking to
What
brawl
up, what
early.
up, what up, what up, what up?
Oh my goodness,
What
Mona.
up?
This
Meron na
is the
dito.
lady
Yeah,
of the
they
moment
have it,
at
I
this
believe
point,
so.
opening up and making sure they stay
I saw it
there and
kasi.
getting the flash as well. Holy HYVE
no.
All-Stars, they refuse to give up.
Yeah, refusing to give up.
Yeah.
I mean, Joint 7 almost got
Good
the
trade,
snipe with
ladies.
that soaring signal, but
Beautiful
Wanda was like,
trades.
okay, I'm still in a great position. I'm able to flash forward and get that slam dunk and gets the kills. And my gosh, this is already more entertaining in the first 10 minutes because we've seen so many kills, and both of these teams are going back and forth.
Yes, this exchange is worth it because they actually get true value out of it, right? After every exchange, they go for something important, like the buffs, like the turrets, or even just making sure that the waves are in their favor. These are all small little impacts that will help you change the game. And right now, HYVE All-Stars trying to work their way on this T1. Should be able to get it if they want to push for more. Will get it. Now, this is going to put Bebek at risk at this point. She does not have her Infinite Fast.
Jonah, we got
She's
one
really careful
tower.
for this one.
Now's your chance.
She's down about 1.6k. She's
Coach sa baba. Ako talaga yung coach.
Throughout this entire game, and now she has to play.
You know, I think it's best to put me up there so that I'm not blocking anything.
A little bit of space, but that's gonna
And
be
then
one
I
less. The
flip
storm strike
myself.
on board. Euphoria getting a little bit low. The Raging Sneak gets the snipe. Joins
After this
Here
clash.
comes the Skyfall.
After this
Do they get
clash.
any sort of return kill? They get the nice little stampede. They have it on the Gia, but
Ooh, let's go, let's go. Okay, two more, let's go.
And as well
Kaya
as
niya
the
yan.
Fyra
Push
on this
niya.
one, they were trying to go in and save, but they don't really have
If I was playing, I'll be screaming my ass, bro.
Absolutely destroying in this
Hindi ako magkakom.
I mean,
Sisigaw
HYVE
lang
All-Stars,
ako.
that's one thing. They also have a HYVE mind. Very nice
Okay,
play
let's
coming
move
in from the
myself up
five
here. I think
ladies
it's
here.
best to
Nobody
put
took a
myself
fall.
here, and
This
then
is
let's
all
just,
thanks to
you know,
Gia here. She had a
flip
very nice
myself
ending
so
song,
that
getting
it
the
looks
heals for the
like
entire team.
I'm
And
facing
the rewards are well worth it. They get a
everyone.
T1
Right,
at the
right?
quad.
Yeah,
And
let's just
very
put myself
soon,
up there,
Joint
right?
7 gonna add on to that,
That
list
works best.
a top T1 as well. Posty, she might have to give her life, but I think that's a worthwhile trade.
Definitely a worthwhile trade. And I mean, going into this one, both of these squads were actually undefeated up until this moment. So it was going to be who blinks first. Bebek now getting run down. Wana is doing some serious work. Infinite Masses has to use
Grabe, they're like
defensively,
8
but they
minutes
find
in and they're
Frida
like
to pick up the
going
third.
crazy and they're already level
Now this T3,
11.
They can't proceed because they don't have the minions.
It's okay to have a T2 to take anyway at the top side here. Ro getting the Master Sword as well. She is right now super powerful.
Diba?
And they
You're
have
so
a
good. What the heck?
7,000 goal lead on the side of HYVE All-Stars.
Yeah, go attack
Turning it
that
off. I mean, taking over the
person.
jungle, you can't even get to your
Attack
your
that
golem. You can't even
main.
get close to it. So
GG
HYVE doing a great
Golem.
job in terms of map control. They haven't lost a single tower. This has been a great
Are they gonna get
game.
Tyrant?
Yeah, I really like it. It's simply also because I think
Yeah,
this
go
is, at least for
get
me
that
personally,
buff.
this is the first time I've laid eyes on the HYVE All-Star gameplay. Look, the coaching staff has been great. Fleur giving them this picks.
Alright.
It looks like this is a very comfortable setup for the side of HYVE All-Stars.
Boom.
Again, Bigatron now on the defensive. Oh, nice little
I
flank
bet
on
you
this
they're
one.
gonna
Wana with a
ban
nice storm
Rogue's
strike, but they don't really have the follow-up.
character
But they
next
push them
game.
back, and they're saying, hey, stay in your base. We're going to eventually meet in there as we're going to knock on some of those doors.
I mean, someone has to call the doctor here. Wana is ill. I mean, she's been getting all this setup for
HYVE's
the team,
towers are still
you know,
up and
with the
running.
amount of tankiness
And they're
she
just
has,
dealing
they could
damage
potentially
left and
get more.
right.
Yeah, it looks like they want to go for more. This bottom T3 is looking to potentially go, but it looks like Bigatron have enough to hold. The wave
Grab it, they're
clear
just
is
like,
real,
poking,
so if anything, they can kind of slow the game down, but they're starting to fall off, and this is a problem.
Oh my god, there's a Rogi!
Who has that advantage, but how long can they hold the line?
I mean, pretty long at this point, right? At this point, Rogue has a 2,000 gold lead over her counterpart. At the same time, the highest
Go,
star
Rogue. Kaya
on
mo
the side
yan.
of HYVE
Get
is
that.
Joy
Oh
7.
my God,
She's
Rogue
7
ran away!
kills on board. And this is a huge gold lead for her, and also an EXP lead as well.
Yeah, actually, if she gets another kill, she has to change her name.
Okay,
to
they
Joy
did-
8 in between.
they got the overlord
this
though.
one, so that's something to take note of. It might be interesting, but Wanna on this flank, nice little storm strike finds Euphoria, who has to actually flash away. The Raging Sea is
It's
gonna
so
be
cute that they like, you know,
be used on this one, but they find Frida, they get the kill,
the
and
thing
that's
that they
a
put down
huge
is the Philippine
starter for
flag.
this one. Nice storm strike with Wanna, just tearing it.
It used to be
down.
Spritlings,
The
but
amount of
then
damage and control,
I don't
and
know,
Mira just
iba
trying
na.
to stay alive, flashes, gets to the fountain, but now HYVE turn their attention to the face with only Virus standing. This is going to be a very difficult hold.
Next game, let's go. GG, go next. Oh my God, it's like one Pokemon game. Look, 10 minutes. 10 minutes,
2
man.
seconds away from the 11-minute mark. What a performance by HYVE All-Stars at this point. The
Sa
five
FB
ladies.
I don't
once
want to
again,
watch
I
on
give my
FB.
biggest shout out to
I
Wanna
don't
here.
support
She
Facebook.
really carried hard in this
I'm
game.
watching
It
on
was
YouTube.
hard to deal with. Nobody could really take her down. It was 1v5. That was a legit 1v5.
Grabe. Grabe.
Absolutely. Like, just complete
Lakas
domination
mga
right there. And the
BBs.
fact that you were on that Byron in the heart of the enemy team, fighting 1 versus
Oh,
5, and it seems like
yes, let's go
the rest of them were right there
Philippines.
to really follow up. It just made it very easy for the rest of the HYVE members, and they're going to be happy. And yes, this is only one game, but things are looking.
Ano ba yan? Ang snobbish ni Rogue.
Right, so she needs to change her
Meron
name
din
to
dito sa
Overjoyed
Twitch.
at this point, right? Many more kills, many more wins coming in.
Mas
And
okay
right now, this
yung
is a great
YouTube kasi
start
my
for the
Twitch
side of
from time
HYVE
to time
All-Stars,
it
but
like
it's not the
it
end.
stutters
We will have to
kasi
take a look at
that's
what's going to
why
go in this second
I think
game of
the
the best of
bandwidth
3
for
because
Twitch is
things
weird.
pretty much still are able to be changed.
Sasabihin na naman ni Rogue. Ang dry ng lips ko
Joyous as
dyan.
they were entering the locker room, right? In the sense of the waiting room, and just being able to kind of just hold, just be like they need to show their emotions on this one. Some of those teams are like incredibly static, win or lose, they don't show anything. But it looks like they're very happy with their performance. But it's just one game.
Definitely
Things look
happy. Kami
incredible
were
for this
happy with the performance that we're
I
seeing.
mean, 11 minutes, they had full control of the Gorge. They had super tank. They got the kills into the correct members as well, right? And Rogue played a really sick game of Pay. She was, I mean, we expected the Pay to have a lead, but the way in which they did it was not just taking away the camps, but making a successful defense in their own jungle, which I think led to this super huge growth for the side of HYVE All-Stars.
Yeah, and actually just not losing a single tower makes it much easier because you know that they're really not going to be invading your jungle. I mean, it's just that full-on map control. Once they got going, they had a huge net worth lead, and you just saw just them just kind of snowballing out of control on this one. But HYVE All-Stars, okay, now, if we're looking at the other
Skins
side, you're looking at
today,
Bigatron by Vitality. Like, what do they need to do?
They need you to stop jinxing them. I think that's the first thing. Secondly, I think at this point, maybe the comps, right? Because I think there were a couple of moments where Vrida on the Wild Spark, right, the Nerta, she was trying to jump into the middle of 5, which I
Okay.
think it's an okay
Happy
idea, but she
prepping.
needs the backup of the other members as well. And this was a moment where Bebek on the Lung, she was pretty far behind, right? I think she had like a 2,000 gold deficit against her counterpart there for George 7. So I think in this particular game, or in the following one, I think they need to really secure the resources.
Look
before
at
they
that
take it
9
into the
assists.
HYVE.
But it was like they were behind to start. I mean, the jungle invade, the tempo that you saw from HYVE, were really trying to
Yo, they
put
didn't
pressure
even
on a Bigatron.
stand the
Yes, they tried their
chance,
own
man.
jungle invasion, but they paid. I mean, with their lives, they lost quite a bit in terms of that swing. I mean, that is an early game disaster that it's really tough to come back from.
I agree. That
It
was an
it truly
early
is,
game.
right? And I think maybe one of the things they
disaster.
can change on the side of Bigatron is let's see how Euphoria does on a more aggressive mage, right? Euphoria didn't have the chance to get
I
the
wonder
catches
what's her
because
strat
it also
like.
puts her at risk. Plus the fact that HYVE
Kinda
All-Stars
scares
was
me,
pretty much
though.
far ahead at the 4 or 5 minute mark. In fact, they were about
You know, I'm having a
at
hard time
3K
eating my
gold as a
donut.
team
Actually, I'm having a
at the
hard
2.5
time
minute mark.
eating
That
the
was
past few
insanely
days.
quick for them.
insanely
But that
quick.
doesn't
I mean,
stop
Joy
my
7, you saw the damage.
cravings.
She actually had like the most. It was like I think 100.
Because I can't open my
But this is kind of what the story of that game
I'm
was.
having
this
a hard
road
time
map, all in
eating.
favor of HYVE
It
All-Stars as they were
sucks.
consistently growing
Like my
it,
gums are
sticking
hurting.
around, giving, I mean, Vitality, we're trying
So
to
every
fight
time I
back, and there are
eat,
a
I
little
have
bit
to
of
force
dips,
open
but
my
nothing
mouth.
that was actually in favor of Vitality as HYVE were in full
And it
control,
hurts
taking
so
over
bad.
all of the towers, and of course, the MVP, Joy 7, 10, 1, and 9.
Sakit.
Wow, on this pack leader channel. Yeah, absolutely
Grabe,
dominant.
namatay lang siya once.
You know, her KD
And
looks
then
like
she
a
just-
math equation, right? 10 equals 1 plus 9.
We said
Yeah, okay.
that's
It definitely
annoying.
adds up, okay. I thought we were going to do a little bit more complex than that, but that's fine. 10, 1, and 9 it is. 10, 1 plus 9. But the damage for
Oh.
me, 102,000, that was the biggest factor. That was such a game changer in terms of how they play this one out. She was always on the back. She's in perfect positioning, always getting the snipes, getting the double right there, and really setting the tone for the rest of this one.
Yes, this was a
Rabbit.
great team play from the side of HYVE All-Stars, right?
I
Making sure that
agree.
the rest of the team was tanking and allowing Rogue to come in at the last moment, which is what you want as the pay, before she gets that true power spike. At the same time, this was, I think, a little bit of chaos in the middle of Bigatron by Vitality's lineup, right? They were trying to go onto multiple targets at the same time, which kind of dwindled their attacking power.
And the fact that they don't have a coach.
They're so willing to brawl. And I think that this is something where it's like, hey, if you're brawling, fine, but do it from a position of strength where you have an advantage. If you're behind and you're looking to fight 5v5, it's like fighting 5v6. It's not good odds. And so I think that you need to control your, like, you know, your anger,
Ang
your
hirap
rage, whatever it is,
kumain.
to kind of just play within the means of the game.
Having a
You're
hard
seeing
time.
just the plays from Wanna just
It's
setting
so
it up.
weird.
I mean, Bigatron completely got wiped out. Didn't really have too much of a chance once things got going because they were in full control.
Yeah, even the fans felt it, that one, you know, in the home crowd. So this is where we will answer that question, right? Or rather, the teams will answer it for us. Where, okay, right now you're in front of your home crowd for Bigatron by Vitality.
Grabe,
and you
taga-hype
lost this
si
first game
ano,
in the
si
best of
Rogue. It's
three.
like, yeah, high
If you lose the
five.
next one, it is series end. And, you know, HYVE All-Stars will get to play against AG in the grand finals. How do you try and, you know, recollect this composure for the team of Bigatron?
Yeah, I think that right now, this is a moment where you just need to kind of buckle down. Like, pick your best heroes. It's a best of 3. I mean, global ban pick is still a factor in all that, but just pick the best thing, put your best foot forward, and just ensure that you have a, you know, protect the jungle. You saw that HYVE was trying to invade. You saw that they're looking to brawl as much as possible, but you got to pick your moments. Understand that HYVE are the real deal. You gotta put some respect on
The
their
headset
name
they're
and
using is
play
like the
within
headset they're
and
using
just kind of
in
play a more
PCTs.
defensive game
That's
that kind
so
of works around
badass.
what HYVE is looking to do.
And, you know, based on that, I think, yes, the Bigatron ladies, they are actually kind of locked in already at this point. The coach is locked in as well. They're exploring what's this next draft, because everything is on the line here. Game number 2, if BTR loses again, HYVE make it all the way to the grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking that way. I mean, that game was looking to be a little bit rough on the side of Bigatron by Vitality. I mean, this is a moment to see exactly if it's a championship to squad, right? Are they able to bounce back? That's the biggest thing. They have not lost a single game. And when you are in the losing department, it feels completely different than just steamrolling everyone. Now you've bled. How do you respond?
Yeah, I mean, it's really not as important about falling, right? You will fall at some point in time. Right? The more important part is, now
Tagabukas
that you've
ng bote si
stumbled, how
Ron.
do you recover? If
Battle
Bigatron wants to
opener
take the
pala
win,
siya.
they want to go into the grand finals. Recovery is a must at this point. So the 5 ladies, they need to get together and figure out what is this formula for success. They have done it so many times already. What's one more time?
Yeah, and I think at this point they need to start kind of getting some of that home ground buff, the channel of that energy to ensure that they can kind of compete on this one. Because right now everything is looking to be in favor of HYVE. I mean, you see that they're making hearts to the camera. They're actually enjoying the moment because they know that they're coming from a position of strength. If you're looking at the other side, a little bit more nervous. Things are a little precarious in that terms of that situation. Because again, you lose this one, you're going home.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like they're in the flow state, right? And it's
They're not
curious
going
because
home. They're
their
gonna
coach is
fight
called
for
Fleur,
third. What
and
do you mean go
at
home?
this point of time, they are truly in the Fleur. So BTR, let's see what they want to start this second game with. I'm pretty sure, you know, having lost this first game in the best of 3, Bigatron, given a choice of picking sides, I think they want to go with the blue side, right?
Yeah, I think that you would want to just set the pace of it, but it looks like
Oh,
HYVE
no,
are
they
going to go
didn't.
with blue. Bigatron looking to counter, right? I think that in terms of the draft, one thing I wasn't a huge fan, the Neza pick in the end kind of really didn't pay off. The Loong into the channel really didn't help Bebek as well. I mean, yeah, you might be comfortable on these heroes, but you got to think about that matchup. It's key in this point, and if you have the red side, this is that opportunity so that you can counter draft.
Okay, I mean, for HYVE All-Stars, they've banned out the channel. This means they want to open up the Loom. They want to open up the RD for themselves. Bigatron by Vitality. Then this kind of puts in another
Oh my
question.
god, I swear,
Now, Bigatron,
if
they have banned out
they
one of the
win
big RD
everything,
counters, which is the Dharma.
yo,
So
TT
something else is
Racing
cooking
should
in
give
that pot for
Rogue
Bigatron.
not just
Yeah,
a
look
gaming
at
chair,
at least one. I think that this
but
is
a
a good idea,
freaking
right? When you
smart
saw-
ass
I mean,
table,
when you
man.
have a clash laner like
As
Wana who's able to
she has been
create so
wanting
much
that
havoc,
her whole
you
life.
have such an impact. You want to focus
TT
on it when
Racing,
it's
do your
possible. Maybe
thing.
she plays a hero
Give
that
your
she's not
players what
as
they
comfortable
want.
with. But I think at this stage it's going to be tough because it's just the second game, right?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely want it because you don't
Right?
want to
Oh
be
my
left with the
god, come on,
one
man.
shoulda at this
Give
point.
her
So
both
HYVE
the
All-Stars,
table
they're gonna
and
start
the
with Dolia.
chair.
Maybe the Yangjian comes true.
It's open, so you're kind of forcing it. Like, I picked Dolia here. Are you going to pick the Changyang Jin? Right? And Bigatron,
still
it's not as
ban
impactful
Dharma?
without the Dolia. Obviously, it's a nice little 1-2 combination if they're able to get both. But they're now in a situation where they're looking to have to pick it here, and Bigatron will.
Okay, snap pick, they steal it away from the side of HYVE All-Stars. Now, there's still plenty of options for the side of HYVE All-Stars here, which is to pick up the Loong. They can't use the U1 anymore. They've used that in game number 1. So there's other forms of refreshers that can be used as well.
Is she
Maybe,
going
you know,
as her
since you have a
main?
try like Super Tank, why not consider a Lupu? But HYVE All-Stars, they lock in this mid first. The higher coming in, this one once again looks like a super strong draft.
Very strong right now, but the Yangjian is also looked at as a counter to the Haya, the Evernight aspiration. So if he gets stuck into the Moonscape Mirage, obviously the Yangjian is going to have a great time in that one. So are you going to look to isolate? It looks like the HYVE, if anything, they need to kind of have a little bit more sustain, some sort of tanky frontliner as well.
I mean, they have good early game, right? Once again, in the mid lane, this is a guarantee for Gia here, right? She should be able to clear the waves really quickly, and this is going to aid her in the rotation. So that first rotation, will she go and help Wana in that clash lane, or will she go towards Joy 7 as well as Posty? Meanwhile, on the side of Bigatron though, it's kind of a slower pace, but more sustained. They want to last to this mid and late game, right? Because once you give Rita that late game as a Twilight, she is going to be unstoppable.
Yeah, and if she's able to get that space, right? I think that was one where last game, she was kind of forced to play a little bit more aggressively, especially on the Neza. You got to be skyfalling, you got to be trying to get to that back line. And she was kind of, doing it when the rest of the team wasn't really with her. So she was kind of soloed out. But now they're going to go with the Charlotte to kind of get that top lane, the clash laner. And it's kind of flexible, right? In terms of what HYVE have still yet to pick in terms of a role.
I think that's a good start for the Clash League, right? And HYVE All-Stars, they want to kill this game off right here, right now. They pick up the Luna, the Moonblade, for the side of Rogue here. And based on her gameplay in game number 1, I think she's going to pull this off massively. Now, meanwhile, in the Clash Lane, one is going to play the War Scene here, the Guan Yu. I think that's a good answer against the Rose Fencer, but it's dependent on the farm.
Definitely on the farm, but I mean, also at the same time, you see the Tooncaster, the Yuan. If she tries to get on back with the Unending Sorrow, but if she's completely out of position by the War Saint, you're just going to be able to just run her down. So this draft to me makes a lot of sense. Plus, you've got the Luna let Rogue fly on this one in terms of just getting to that back line. Because again, Bigatron, kind of squishy, right? They definitely have some options.
She's going as her main. She's going as Luna. Oh hell. Guys, did you guys know that Rogue is top 40 Luna in the Philippines? Like, the fuck? Insane.
Aspiration pick is actually to get Kitty
Freaking top
out.
40.
Like, once she cannot offer her unending sorrow to the team, then it massively reduces the heal potential and the comeback factor from the side of Bigatron.
Yeah, she's top 40.
Yeah, being able to take that away, I think it's gonna be.
If I'm not mistaken, she's top 39.
Is Gia able to kind of get the right steal at the right time with that Moonscape Mirage and to just really set the tone? Because again, if they have another good early game,
like, let me check.
Haya gets kind of
See, Philippines,
farm,
top 40
Top
Moonblade.
40 almost everyone,
She's a
aside
top 40
maybe from
now.
Yangjian, which you might struggle a little bit.
Insane.
And at this point, Bebek's pick on the floorborne marksman, I like it, but if she gets caught, then it's also a world of pain and disaster for her. So right now, let's recap what's happening. HYVE All-Stars against Bigatron.
The one she played earlier, Pei, the Bruce Lee, top 97 in the Philippines.
This is series point for HYVE All-Stars.
Kaibigan
natin. It looks like they've got, you know, the drafts, everything's kind of set up, but it looks like they were very happy with the picks, you know, at least from the HYVE side. You saw a lot of smiles even as they were selecting some of them. So this Haya is going to be, you know, the one to watch for me because, again, that Moonscape Mirage, who gets isolated? Is she able to kind of get the right pickoffs for the rest of the team to just kind of steamroll because they have that
I wonder
potential.
what's the
They have a lot of
skin
burst on this squad.
they're using.
Yes, they
Is it the
do have, but
motorcycle
at the same time, you know
one?
what? I feel like Bigatron by Vitality, they like their own draft really well as well, right? They were kind of giggling and feeling very confident about it. And based on the jungle picks, I feel like this goalie is even more important because both junglers are not exactly the fastest wave clearers in the jungle camps. So they need to have that advantage. A small one,
Here we go.
especially even a first blood, is going to change the game for them.
Yeah, get first blood, that would be huge. But also just the blue buff steal from Bigatron. If they're able to take that away from Rogue, who is like very dependent on that blue buff to really get going in terms of just the early game farm.
They're using the motorcycle skin.
I think that, you know, they're going to have a much better time.
The one that drifts. I like that one.
Aggressive in that regard.
Yeah, okay, you know what? That's great, but Vera just, you know, in the middle of 3 different HYVE members, took away that camp, secured it for her team. Now this is going to be a decent start for the side of BTR here. Vida already making her way down into the mid lane to share the gold and EXP with her teammates. At the same time, the Azure Golem has yet to be taken by Rogue. I'm not sure if Bigatron knows about this. If they know about it, I think they can actually try for the steal here.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like they're going to. It looks like Frida's just gonna be happy, just trying to stick around her own jungle.
Gas
Really
station.
just, cross the river. It looks like she's going to be going top right now, potentially into Wanna, but you know, Wanna is going to be a tough one. The mobility on that hero. Oh, nice.
Oh,
no. Trying to go for that steal. Plants the flag, and now Vera with a nice 2-man stun. Anything else, they have Rogue locked into place with that tri-slash. It does look like Rogue will eventually get on out of it.
Yep, they have caught one member though. I think it's Kitty Cutie who has been caught in the bottom side of the map.
Let's
here
go.
by Gia. Unable to finish her job at this moment, and everyone is waiting for her.
Yeah, everybody was waiting, but Kitty Cutie was on the other side of that wall. So
What are those flags? Oh, before kasi they were spritlings, but those flags, they provide extra shields. Yun. So pag nalapag yan, like everyone has it. And there's a cooldown for it, I think, for like about a minute or so. Or 90 seconds ata. So every time you use it, it shares with the team members na may shield sila.
Both HYVE All-Stars and Bigatron by Vitality will give it a shot to try and take that time away. The big thing is,
so if
I don't
you
think
represent the
I think
Philippines,
it matters who
yun yung
survives after the take,
lalapag.
because you know there's going to be bloodshed.
Yeah, and again, we saw that in game 1, right? Both of these squads willing to just gamble and to go all in terms of a brawl style, and it was very entertaining. This one is way more cagey. You're seeing that Bigatron are really just kind of playing a little bit more standard. They're playing a little bit more defensively.
Okay, they're taking their time. They're not as aggro as earlier.
I haven't found a way to kind of penetrate the armor that is the Bigatron by Vitality squad and to get in and into that jungle.
No, I feel like Bigatron is playing the more calculated game at this point, right? They know about the advantages they can stretch, and they don't want to overextend. Because in game number 1, they kind of overextended quite a few times. So Bigatron by Vitality this time is a more disciplined play from the ladies. We'll see. In the space of another 35 seconds, we're going to see that true wrestle and tussle in the Tyrant Pit.
Yeah, it looks like the bottom lane, though. Kitty QT was really aggressively just kind of out of position, dare I say. Does survive, doesn't have to use the Unending Sorrow, but she will recall on back. But this is a little worrying. She needs to kind of, you know, walk it, hoof it all the way to the Tyrant, which is going to be up in about 15 seconds.
I think it's okay, right? I think it's also a very nice restraint coming out from Kitty QT. She actually, I think, you know, HYVE All-Stars, they wanted to force out that unending sorrow from her. Didn't manage to do it. I like that patience from the side of Kitty QT.
I kind of feel like I need to change my name to Hauler QT so that people call me QT, so it gives me a chance.
Stop.
You know? Okay, all right. I gotta shoot my shot. But now here comes the Tyrant. This is gonna be the big one for them because it's the first one. Kitty QT is still up in front. Tyrant is already at half. Heaven and Earth mode. He decides to go, but who can make it? Looks like
Rogue stole it again. What the fuck?
The Unending Sorrow looking to just turn that around. They've gotten Posty. That's going to be a huge one, but Frida will fall in the end.
What the hell?
It's going to hit a decent number, but she gets Ocean and Tears when she reappears, and Rogue is running for her life. It looks like 2 members down from both.
Run, Rogue!
And they find yet another. Oh, they're going to find Rogue. Oh, he dashes away. Rogue playing with the flash on forward.
Wow.
QT says, I will take that one to go.
That was so close.
Okay, that was
really
a great play. And
thinking
Bigatron, this time, this is
she
why the
could
restraint is so important, right?
avoid
They kind
death.
of lost away the Tyrant in that exchange, but they got bigger value out of the trade here.
So close to. Ang galing niya dun though. Not gonna lie.
She actually dashes
But
away.
the opponent had flash
Up
back.
for the Crimson Golem. Droid 7 has arrived with Gia to just help support, but it looks like they will push them away. They're going to take the Crimson, and they will just slowly take it so that they ensure that Rogue will eventually pick up this buff.
You know, I feel like this is a completely different game for Bebek and Droid 7, right? Droid 7 did not fall a single time in the previous game itself. Right now, this first kill onto her is going to affect her farm. She is slightly lesser in terms of gold, but Bebek, this is the kind of advantage we want to see her have. Now the question is, what can she do with what? This is a 200 gold lead.
Yeah, but Bigatron, I mean, they bounce back. This is a much better
I like
game
that
for them.
skin
They're
of
playing
Guan Yu.
The Bigatron
Like,
by Vitality's, you know, playstyle that we
But I don't wanna
expected,
spend on
and now
Hawk.
they're
Okay.
here. And HYVE now,
But that's a very
now
nice
it's
skin.
a 50-50 game. This is not going to be
all the
as
skins
easy.
I get in game are
Bigatron
all
right
free
now are not just rolling over
by
and
loot
looking to just
boxes
take
or
this one,
something.
you know, lying down, so to speak. But now HYVE with a great opportunity to just show exactly how strong they are, even in a close matchup here.
Yes, and you know what? I want to turn my focus onto Euphoria for a little bit. I feel like Cascada is a great pick for her. It fits more of her playstyle, right? She doesn't have to overcommit like the Shi in game number 1. She's able to deal damage from afar, get the CC as well. So let's see if Euphoria can add on to the advantage that BTR has at this point. It's not the biggest right now. It's kind of negligible, but one more kill with no trades, that should do it. But at this point, Vira! Oh no, she's not doing too good.
Oh, she's gonna barely stay alive though. I mean, she has that tri-slash, but this is the
Oh my
minion
God.
wave that's gonna be there. But they force it in the top lane. Bigatron are trying to just take down this tower, and Rogue is not gonna
Oh my God.
get caught on.
That
with
flag
house.
doesn't
And it looks
get-
like Frida wants to chase it down, but Rogue is out sustaining it, and they take the top 1v1.
Oh.
But Rogue will eventually fall a little too squishy at this stage, but can now
That was
HYVE looking to go for that flank.
nice.
They actually turn this around.
Insane.
The Moonscape Mirage has them locked in on this one, and now Rita in the brush. Can they go for this? There's a 2 versus 2. They get this.
Oh.
The infinite fastness. She's circling around. She's actually going to go on the defensive posturing, but they find Gia in return.
3v3,
Says,
bro,
"How
they're all
dare you
low.
take us away from that
Retreat!"
Mirage?" And I think that will be the end. A 2 for 2. yet
Beautiful work. Yeah, I mean, beautiful work from the side of Bigatron, right? Now, they're
Oh
taking
my god, it's so close.
much
Look
better
at their
fights, and they're
goal.
making it kind of unfair
It's
for the
pretty
side of
much the
HYVE
same.
All-Stars. And this is a kind of recovery we want from the Indonesian squad here in the form of Bigatron by Vitality. So the ladies are doing well, but the pain point for them now is HYVE All-Stars, they're still managing to find farm across the map. So they're not really getting the goalie out of
They're
all
not
of these
yet
wonderful
unaware.
exchanges.
It's very
There's a
close.
late
I mean, they're
game.
fighting, but at the same time, it's so like the net worth is literally a wash. I mean, they're continuing on, but the team fights, it seems to me like they're a little bit longer than they should be. It's not like a quick pick off. Okay, now let's retreat. It's like the return fights, the revenge get tour is there. They're trying to make it happen, and both teams are willing to continue fighting.
Yes, and I mean, that's what makes this particular series more exciting, right? Because we rarely get to see, you know, full-on 5v5.
Ooh,
throughout the
Guan
entire
Yu
time.
stun.
Everyone is
Ooh,
going to try
let's
to go for
go.
the catch here.
Tried to go for it, but didn't get the right angle. Doesn't find the
Guan
Razor
Yu's just
Cavalry, and now
drifting
Luna
here.
has to just ride away. That's going to be a sad story for her, as she probably has to go through a drive-through for McDonald's because she's so sad and depressed. But now Bigatron looking to turn this
What
around.
is
They're
this
going to start with
comms?
the Tyrant here.
What is
They
this
get a nice
shout
little stun
testing?
on a Gia, who actually
Oh.
gets Moonscape Miraged into this one. She is very low. That is a
Over at
potential
that
kill
ball.
right there.
She's sad and
Things like
depressed.
this kinda
Who the
started.
hell
Tyrant
says
is a
that,
big
man?
target. Do they actually go
Oh,
for
they
this one?
got
It looks
it.
like Rita
Damn.
does have that takeaway, and now Cutie Kiki
It's okay,
is
it's
just
okay,
gonna
we
limp
get-
away.
it's
Rhea
fine.
is not as lucky. She gets picked off.
Okay, I think at this point it's a better trade for the side of
Tyrant
HYVE
lang yan.
All-Stars, but they
Tyrant
can make it an even greater one if they can take away the Overlord as well as a T1 at this point. But Rita, I don't think she's gonna try
Oh my
and allow
god. Are they gonna try to
She will
steal?
scout it out, but with really no
Okay, you know
smite,
what?
it's gonna be
They got
very
the
dangerous. She
Overlord.
doesn't really want to risk it. She does not. She's gonna go back to her own jungle, but Rita has a bounce back game. She's doing much better in this one. And yes, they're keeping pace with Rogue, which is gonna be the big target on, at least on that side of HYVE here.
Yeah, but once again, Winner is playing so well. She's making all the split pushes. She's creating pressure across the map. And Bigatron by Vitality, they have to respond.
But I wanna
there is no
stress.
question, right? Now there's going to be a numbers advantage. And if they catch Rita here, it's not going to be ideal. Gia, I think we talked about this earlier. Hang on.
Oh my god,
She's
Rogue!
getting gone on. She wants that Azor, but she's so low. She has the shield, the dash away, but Vera is going to find her, gets the snipe in, and that's going to be a bit of an issue here. The Moonscape Mirage, it looks like they've got to caught him in, but it doesn't look like they're going to actually do enough. But what happens when they return back to the gore? Gia is there, gets focus fired. She gets blown up and pays with her life in that
Oh my
section.
god.
Again, how dare you take us to the Moonscape Mirage?
Right, but this is the 10-minute mark. This is where the Shadow Variants
It's
are going
okay.
to be spawning. And right now, Bigatron by Vitality. The game plan is to take this Shadow Tyrant first, so they have a better time of taking the big fights against HYVE All-Stars. We can already see Rita actually is already making her way down. Scouted out as well by Kitty QT. Very nice job. They should get this.
Yeah, good zoning there. Ensures that she stays alive, but she took a little bit of tower damage
They have
on the side of
movement
Bigatron
speed
because they had
and
so many members that
damage
were focused
buff.
on that Tyrant. HYVE right now, just again, it's about the outer lanes, the pushing that you're seeing from Wanna, ensuring that they create as much space as possible so Bigatron has to respond.
Me running away.
Right now, BTRs are mounting the defense, right? They want to stop this, any attempt on that Shadow Overlord, because that's going to buy a lot more time for the side of HYVE All-Stars. And you know they're doing well in the macro game department at this point. Nice catch once again, forcing Kitty QT in a bad position.
1v1s again. Oh my god.
Congregating around it because the return is right about to happen. The Razor Cavalry is going to be queued up, looking to go for this one, and Wanna gets actually frozen. The Infinite Fastest is going to be used aggressively, wants to continue fighting. Nice
Let's go, Rogue.
on Avira, and they find it, and now Cutie QT
Nice.
on the run, gets sniped out with that Flaming Palm, and Bebek just barely gets picked off as well.
Go, go,
Joins
go,
with a
go, go.
double
Okay,
kill,
no.
and
Oh
now
my
HYVE All-Stars get the team ace off the amazing play, the initiation that was set up by Gia there.
Yep, insane limit break.
Oh my
and
god, is
HYVE
Rogue gonna
All-Stars,
make
they're gonna
it?
get more than that as well. They're gonna get the Shadow Overlord.
Kaya
There is
niya
no
yan.
contest because it's an ace for the side of HYVE All-Stars.
I bet you
Bigatron
patulang,
by
patulang,
Vitality.
patulang.
I think right now the damage that's guaranteed is that T2 in the mid. That's gonna be a pain point for the side of Bigatron by Vitality.
Kaya
T1
ya.
is
Let's
also
go.
gonna be taken by
This
Winner
game can
and
turn
this
around
one
just
hurts.
like that. Okay.
Definitely hurts. I mean, they're taking all the towers.
They're
right
leading in
now on the
gold.
outside as well as the mid T2. They're taking.
They have taken
everything
down
at this point. And
towers.
again, it was a team
Okay.
ace. It was huge. It was a massive win for HYVE All-Stars, but things were looking so close. But now Bigatron again on the losing end in terms of this network.
Oh, that was
and
so
now they
bad
have
from
to
the
find a
enemy's
way
end.
yet again
Why
to come
would they
back.
do that?
Yeah, I think at least with this draft, it looks like Bigatron by Vitality, they can last a little bit longer. Now, they have already outlasted the first game duration, which was 11 minutes. Just shy. Right
Yeah.
now, Bigatron by Vitality, the goal is, can you stave off a T3 take, win a fight during the defense, and make your own way into the T3s of HYVE All-Stars?
It's going to be a tough one, right? And all of them need to just kind of hold. If anything, just they need to deal with the Vanguards as quickly as possible. Buy themselves a little bit more time. They have not
my
hit again enough of the critical mass in terms of items to really take any sort of fight because HYVE are able to get that jump in. Once Gia gets that isolation, that was pretty much the start of, the end of these team fights for Bigatron.
Yep, I like the focal point this time from the side of HYVE All-Stars, right? Gia, once she catches Kitty QT, it instantly becomes a much more difficult fight
Oh my
for the side of
god.
Bigatron by Vitality.
Is
right?
this a
Bebek is,
GG's already?
doing well in terms of farm, but
No,
she's not
I'm
dead.
getting
She
ahead
needs
of
to be
myself.
15. She needs to be 6 slotted.
Yeah, she's only level 13, or at this point, she's really struggling in that sense. I mean, they don't really have enough in terms of
Rogue is
damage.
busy
All the
up
towers
there.
took a little bit of,
Parang si
chipping away at this
Johnson
point.
lang.
It's not
Johnson kasi yung nag-ano eh. Diba? Kotse.
13-minute mark, and she's not able to wave clear fast enough, and now HYVE are taking everything from your jungle.
Ang hirap kaya control
I mean,
yun.
at this point, it's just a matter
Like,
of
what the
time. Right?
heck?
So HYVE all
Guan Yu
stars,
kasi
they
is
recognize this.
easier
Joy 7 once
for
again,
me.
getting all these free hits on the breeder.
Oh, and Euphoria just gets instantly bursted down.
just
Rogue finds her out of position, makes her pay, and now there's just going to be a little bit of control in this bottom lane, spacing, if you will.
Rogue just runs away, right? Like running away.
Okay, but they have managed to defend for their T3. So, good work so far from the side of Bigatron by Vitality. HYVE All-Stars unable to find the breakthrough just yet. But I believe with
Oh my
the
god, their
next
Guan
pick of
Yu's
this
just
Shadow
up
Tyrant, that
there.
could be the
You know, that's
opening
okay.
that
While they're getting the Tyrant.
For free.
Go.
Right? I mean, Wana's there. Look at how far.
After tower timing.
This is exactly where you want to be. 'Cause You're seeing all the movements that Bigatron are going to do, and they're again just playing very aggressively. They can't really even leave their base. They're fighting for scraps for any sort of farm at this point, and the net worth is down about 6K. This is a bad spot for Bigatron.
Not comfortable at all, right? And the biggest question is, if you're on Bigatron, like who do you actually go for? Because every single member. Maybe not Posty, but the rest of the ladies, they are huge problem because they have a lot of damage to offer, and there's quite a lot of
Bridgerton.
or at least recovery. They're gonna try though for the side of Bigatron.
Frida pounding
forward. Let's go! Luna shot!
She's gonna take a lot of damage. The Infinite Fastest was used though, but Joint 7 will be going on back. She will stay alive. So I think it looks like they're gonna reset because again, it's all about that ult. But with Posty Celestial Melody, we'll just give up another one.
Okay, but then 7,000. They do know where the members of HYVE All-Stars are at. Now mid lane's gonna be a little bit scary, especially for Sudden. She needs to be careful about the position.
Oh, wala siyang
You
charm.
need to be careful. That is a tight alleyway, and nobody really wants to be there, especially when you're on the barrel of a Wana looking at you. She wasn't able to find the angle, but the heroic charges have been annoying on the minion wave.
Did you ever watch it?
Yeah,
I haven't seen the new
very
season.
tanky at the stage as well, so this is going to be even more.
I haven't
trouble
watched
for
it yet.
Okay, I like this positioning by Bigatron, right? They want to make sure they have it safe, get the Crimson, but it's stolen away once again, this time going into the hands of Joy 7. She is just a menace at this point.
She's taking everything. This is super annoying. And now, Bigatron right now, like, what are they farming? This is like the smallest of the small in terms of just like the minimal minions that are coming your way.
Oh my god, are they gonna steal it?
Make some sort of play.
Oh, they didn't. Thank God.
Taken by Rogue, ensures he gets it with that swipe. But here comes Wanda, the Story Green Dragon, right into the heart of this one. Tries to get the right angle, wants to go. The flash forward. Recovery doesn't really matter.
Oh, there goes the 1v1s.
They found the ladder, but it's Frida. This is going to be a tough one for Tia. He's already very low. She does reappear, but now comes Frida. He's been isolated. He's going to be picked off. Yeah, Myra's trying to roll in the back.
Nice!
Gets on the Infinite Fastest. She gets on back, and they do have 3 members of Bigatron still up. Still looking to trade.
Okay, we got tower by minions.
Somehow survive.
That's what you're doing. Okay.
You're gonna have a big problem.
Have you guys started
back
the
going in
Not
for the
yet.
shutdown. That's gonna be a great start, but the Shadow Overlord is flying down onto the bottom side. Bigatron need to respond to this.
They need to control, but Bebek has finally hit the
I
mark.
don't
And
want
now
to
they're looking to continue on fighting. They
Oh,
want to
no.
go with the Arrow Storm, turning it around. Joint 7 is outlasting it. The unhitted Sorrow keeping him alive. The Infinite Fastest, the Celestial Melody has really paid off.
Yeah.
And it ensures that Joint 7
All the sounds I make
survives
is
at
how
least
I
for
play
now.
MOBA games.
For now, it's not looking too great for the side of Bigatron, but
I've never
Bebek
seen it
is
make a good
online.
win.
She is 6
Oh,
slaughtered. She
okay.
is level 15. She is the shining hope for the side of Bigatron. If
I'm
she
back.
falls,
Welcome back,
then
Joanna.
HYVE All-Stars should have a guaranteed victory. But if she does not, then HYVE All-Stars, they need to start worrying about game number 3 here.
Yeah, Bebek has played very well. I mean, she's only died a single time. She's 2-1-7. Definitely been in all of the kills practically for her squad. So she's done well. She's gotten those items. And that's the biggest thing. And yeah, she's about 1.5k behind Joyd 7. But at this stage of the game, it's all good, right? She just needs to stay alive. The rest of the team need to ensure that she stays. Again, it's like the president protect lineup.
Y'all had lunch.
Yeah. At this point, it's really more about
Me,
second,
no,
second,
I'm just having my
How many
donut.
stages do you have? You only have 2 in the entire game. Rogue tries to go in for a
'Cause
little bit
I'm
of
having a hard time
taster,
eating,
an appetizer before the
so-
actual main dish here, which is going to be
I don't wanna
Shadow
eat.
Tyrant. Now, Bigatron, they might want to contest for this, but it might be too late here. Rogue gonna get that.
Rogue
Oh, they
be
actually get
getting
catch.
all the
He wants to
freaking
get caught
tyrants,
out
man.
by Gia. Yeah, and
this is kind of the power, but the nice little Razor Cavalry. Vrita gets pushed back with that
Yeah,
heroic charge.
I can't
Ocean and
eat
Tears used in return, the Arrow Storm, but it looks like they find Kitty QT. They do get the pick off, and this is the thing where generally as a Yuan support, you want to be up front. You're providing that vision because you think that you can sustain, but the Moonscape Mirage just kind of negates that, and especially since you're locked in there, the rest of HYVE,
Like, I can't open my mouth so much.
and you're going to have a tough time.
Like when I'm trying to eat
and
with a
that's exactly why
spoon,
Wona was doing such a fantastic job.
I can't. My jaw hurts. Like over here, my gum hurts.
Led to BTR
So I can't eat anything. If I need to eat something, it has to be like
which led to her
soup.
at this point. So Bigatron by Vitality. At this point, they need
So I can just like slurp me.
But it's so difficult. You don't have T3s at the top and the bottom
slurp.
as well.
You don't really have much. I mean, they could just essentially end the top and the
A lot
bottom.
of the
both
gums
very
are on my
vulnerable
wisdom
stages.
tooth.
They don't have the tower.
Yeah, it's hurting.
But now the Heaven and Earth mode, Rita gets bursted. The amount of damage that they have, and Vyra is looking to just go for this one, but gets stuck into the Moonscape Mirage. It looks like she will be just fighting for her life there.
Oh, I
Nice
love
little
some
play
so
by
fast.
Vera. It looks like
Yo, this is a
Ends up finding this
GG's,
one, but Gia
and
double
see you
kills
in the
that they're all picked up,
finals.
But they don't really have the minions. The Unending Sorrow keeping Kitty QT alive.
Look,
at
they
least for now.
practically have no
Does
more
need to be
towers left,
careful.
bro.
They're just waiting for the next minion wave.
Yep, GS pokes are so painful at this point. Bebek's gonna give it a try.
Oh, they tried to go for the Razor Cavalry. She tried to get cute on that one, but it looks like she's under the tower. She gets frozen. That's gonna be Sage's Sanctuary, but they take the crystal, and HYVE will win the game and the series, and they will meet AGG in the finals.
Beautiful
high five.
gameplay from the ladies of HYVE All-Stars. This one was a little bit nail-biting for them, but once again, they pulled through, which means they will meet AG in the grand finals. Now, congrats to them, and of course, big efforts, big props to the team for the
We are going to finals.
They really tried their best. Bebek was starting to carry the game already.
Is this semifinals? Yeah, this is
Unfortunately, it was
semis.
just not enough.
Not enough. And I'm just kind of thinking this.
Baby girl natin!
So
Baby girl
much
natin!
right? You wanna
Okay, go.
control, taking it away, always ensuring that you got that kill, really set things up. And Gia just
Grabe, oh.
understanding how to play the hero and just full control. Because once they're down a member, it's pretty much all she wrote at that point. But again, props to HYVE All-Stars on this one.
Yes, crazy
My
game. I mean,
God.
this was a much more complicated
Bite ni Rogi eh.
game number 2.
Ambassador
on
yan.
Bigatron
Shake
by
hands.
Vitality, as well as HYVE All-Stars. But once again, auto loops
Philippines.
with the other KOLs here celebrating another PH region win as HYVE will make it to the
Ooh,
next
there
stage.
goes our baby
They're looking
girl.
very good, very clean. That second game was
Bye.
definitely a little bit more competitive in that regard. Bigatron really tried to take the fight to them, but just too strong in the end. I mean, I think that, you know, Bigatron can keep their heads up because that was a much better game in that second one where they were able to bounce back. They have a lot of potential. And moving forward, we're going to probably see this team even more.
Ang tangkad eh. Ano ba yung Jonah? May interview ba sila?
We want to take a look at more action, and we
I'd
will
like to know
have
if there's an
more for
interview.
you
Who are
after
they gonna
this one.
interview?
We are gonna have our Tri-Nation Clash, and that's gonna be a three-way triangular map once again between our ID region, MY region, and PH region.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. There's actually a lot of bragging rights. I think there's also
Sana
a
nga
lot of
may
trash
interview.
talking.
I hope there's
I don't
an
know if it's
interview.
helping the squads get closer, or you know what I mean, or they're getting
Jonathan,
more,
patron of the arts
defensive
tayo.
with things, because it seems like the trash talk is real.
Pag
They're
Valentine's.
very proud about their representation here.
They definitely are, and it's a different kind of setup, right? Because you're playing on, you're seated on a sofa in front of the entire audience, and everyone gets to see you mess up or make the godlike plays. So pressure's
I want to
on
know if
for
there's
all
an
three teams.
interview. Please,
Actually,
let there
but
be
it
an
is super fun,
interview.
right? I think that's the biggest part. It's one of those modes that's available.
Guys,
You don't
what
have
are we
to play all
doing? We
your
haven't-
games in ranked and just kind of go through that drive where you need a little bit of mental warfare in action as well. So this is a little bit more casual in that regard. It is definitely a fun one. The games are quick, and you know, it's very different, and it's still Honor of Kings at the end of the day. So again, just props on whoever created this mode.
Yes, very fun, right? It's casual, but it's messy, chaotic, exactly what you need to have all the teams riled up. At the same time, this is something that if you haven't tried it yet, you will get to find out. You don't get to really pick your picks. But these two teams have, and HYVE have been the big victors with a 2-0 win in the best of 3 series against Bigatron by Vitality. Take your pick, man. Which one is your MVP?
you can go multiple ways, right? I mean, Joy was just out farming, just having a great time. Gia, for me, the Moonscape, the Mirage was just on point. I think that for me, that was the biggest impact. But Rogue and Wanna also they had their own as well in terms of just setting things up. This is a team that's really starting to find their groove, and HYVE is looking to be formidable for HE Global, and I think that they need to be a bit worried as they watch this replay here.
Yeah, for sure. I'm in total agreement with you, right? Take a look at the damage by Joy 7 as well as Gia. Both of them over 150,000 worth of damage in a 20-minute game. Now, I would definitely think that Gia is in contention for that MVP. She was making all the plays, making sure that Kitty QT #1 was majority.
They have so high
fight, and also at
team
certain
fight.
times in the game, actually catching Vrida off as the Yang Chen Twilight. That was huge in the team fight.
And the damage taken is so
Understanding who needs to get sent away, right? I think that was the biggest thing, but it was close. I mean, and we're seeing this in terms of the gold draft. It went both ways.
Look at the graph.
Actually were winning at some points, and yes, it was kind of small in that sense, but once those pickoffs were starting to happen, the team fights were just kind of, implemented in the way of HYVE. They were able to
wala pang
fully
interview.
control and dominate to finish this
And
game.
stream ko na
That
to.
almost went to a Tempest Dragon.
Like I'm not in the. I want to play Dispatch Sana. I want to finish the game, but I don't want to finish it after a watch party. A watch party is a watch party. I should do more watch parties.
I am in full confidence that Bebek would have been the major player to make the comeback, but the one that really gave the true value here is Posty. Yes, 0-1 and 13 KDA. Look, it might not seem too great for you, but 13 assists, multiple Celestial Melodies.
I agree.
Refresh, crazy
The
value
13
to the
assists,
side of HYVE
big
All-Stars.
value, honestly.
Nobody cares about roamers, though. What is
Nobody
going on?
cares about kills, right?
Kidding. I'm just saying that because
Says me in Valorant.
Actually, her impact was definitely felt there. The Celestial Melodies were on point. Having those multiple dragons to get on out, multiple ults is going to be key on this one. And you saw just how much impact that they had. It might not show up all the time because, again, who's counting exactly how many times she's casting the Celestial Melody? It's a little under the radar in that sense. And she gets picked off here, but this is a good start. I mean, in the sense
Look at all those Philippine flags. My god. The colonization of the Philippines.
They really did.
What happened to I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think because there's like a pocket sa may wisdom tooth ko. Like a gum is covering my wisdom tooth pa rin. Like it's not fully showcasing my tooth just yet. And then I think something got in, and then I tried freaking it out. But I don't know if there's still something that was left behind. And then, I don't know, I think my gums just like feel like there's something, some foreign thing inside. So it started to hurt, and it hurts my whole area. And I'm like, I need to get this thing out. The thing is, it's on my right side that hurts more because I bite my cheeks and I have to have it removed, like both of my wisdom teeth. And then now I have to remove the one down here too. And I don't know, because I have to. I was told by my orthodontist that if I am to remove my freaking wisdom teeth, I have to like, what you call this? I need to have 1 week leave from work because it's a must now. I'm just like, oh my god, am I ready for that? 1 week of no work? Like, can I just work and be druggy at this?
It's not going to be today because we have more games on.
But,
and with that being said, let's
oh
give
no.
the best for both of these ladies teams in
But
the women's.
yay, Rogi went to the
Actually, I'm super
finals.
excited about that series.
Why is there no
And,
internet?
I think it's going to be way closer. I think AG Global have to put a little respect on the HYVE side because you just saw how clean they can be and how aggressive. And so now they need to go QT. No, that's how it works. No, you just add QT. No, that's the one thing that I'm kind of learning. I need to kind of add instead of Holler TV, I need to go Holler QT. I'm gonna look to change that.
No.
See if that's copyright.
No,
We
that's
end
not the way
when
to go,
it's-
guys. Please tell him in the comments that's not the way for Holler to go.
Okay.
All right, but we had a great series. The women's series, that was going to be it for that. We're going to find out what happens in the Tri-Nations Clash. That's going to be coming up. But first, a break.
There's no freaking. Okay, there's no freaking. Uy, Philippines. Oh, there are also girls in the like actual series. I did not know that. Oh, they do have a lot of women in it. When's the finals? Let's check. When's the finals over here? Syempre, if there's no VLR, then there's this, right? It's not yet updated. When is it? It's on Feb 7, tomorrow. It's tomorrow, right? Yeah, it's tomorrow. Grabe. But look, there are girls here playing. You know what? They should draft role. Wait, can you send that link? Okay, I will send the link. Send dito. Yeah. You know, when they were acquired by HYVE, this was empty. It was TBA, so no one knew who was like. No one knew who was in HYVE. I think they were all shook that Try Only suddenly ended up being HYVE All-Stars. Like, the biggest mind blown ever, right? That was insane. I was about to ask. Basta na-send ka na, guys. I hope you're able to see it. Grabe. Puro 2-0 kayo Rogi. Insane. Look, their stats here. Okay. They won. What were you guys? Try Only 1-0 against Pixies. Then 1-0 versus OA. Then 1-0 over Grabe. They never fucking lost a game. And then comes here quarterfinals 2-0. Grabe. This is also a Philippine team, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it's not. What, AG? No. What's the other Philippine team? There's no Philippine team? Sila lang? I think they're just Filipino players. Tortal. Kitty. Oh, may Pinoy! Si Kitty para Pinoy. Code unknown. I wanna stream Pokemon Unite, but I haven't bought the cable yet. Imagine that I have a stream, what do you call that? Capture card, but I don't have the cable to connect to the capture card. Genius, right? Genius. Whatever. My God. Ay, let's play Pokemon Unite. Hindi! Manonood tayo ng Bridgerton. Anong Pokemon Unite? Magpa-Bridgerton tayo. Sarap eh. If everyone's okay, we can play. If not, we can watch. I don't mind anything. Sasagarin ko na yung pagpuyat ko today. Okay. But by 4 p.m., I'm out. I'm a bounce. Anyways, game's over. Gonna stream again tomorrow for the finals. Same. Permission to play food. Permission to play daw. Go play. Oh my God, Shadow, we got to play. Oh my God, mag-smurf ka ha. Mas masters ka rin. But 1 or 2 game lang po. Okay, I don't mind freaking 2 games. That's like 20 minutes of our time and I can sleep. I'm good. Anyways, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow streaming watch party number 2 for the finals. Let's freaking go. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Bye.